Hello everyone. Last time, we introduced the assembly of the air conditioning system. In this chapter, we will learn the assembly of the windscreen wiper subsystem.
Composition of electric wiper and washer system. 1. Structure of windscreen wiper system. The windscreen wiper system consists of the wiper motor, transmission arm, wiper arm, and wiper blade, as shown in figure 4:1:1. The windscreen wiper combination switch is located on the control handle of steering column trim cover, as shown in figure 4:1:2. The windscreen wiper system is driven by a permanent magnet motor. The windscreen wiper motor is installed on the heater pressure chamber panel assembly, as shown in figure 4:1:3, and is directly connected with the transmission arm of windscreen wiper. The washer is composed of the kettle, hose, and nozzle, as shown in figure 4:1:4. 2. Motor. The permanent magnet wiper motor takes permanent magnet material as magnetic pole, and its structure and disassembly diagram are shown in the figure below. Its working principle: when energized, the armature rotates, and the rotating motion of the motor is transmitted from the worm at the shaft end to the worm gear, which is transformed into reciprocating motion through the transmission mechanism. The speed of permanent magnet motor is regulated by changing the number of windings in series of positive and negative brushes. The speed change principle is shown in figure 4:1:6. The current direction in the figure is that of back electromotive force generated by each winding of armature. The general front windscreen wiper realizes 4 scales of high speed, low speed, intermittent, and breaking through external switches and circuits. The high and low speed of the wiper is realized by changing the number of coils connected in series on the 2 parallel output circuits of the motor through the exchange of 3 brushes in the motor. The more turns are, the slower the final speed is, and vice versa. The speed change principle of 3-brush motor is as follows. 1. When the DC motor rotates, the back electromotive force is also generated in the armature winding, and its direction is opposite to the direction of armature current. 2. When a speed increases gradually after the armature is energized, a back electromotive force is generated in the winding at the same time, and the direction is opposite to the direction of armature current. 3. When the armature speed increases, the back electromotive force also increases accordingly. When the electromagnetic torque generated by the armature current is balanced with the running resistance torque, the armature speed does not increase and tends to be stable. 4. When a running resistance torque is constant, the armature current required for the stable operation of the armature is constant, and the back electromotive force of the corresponding armature winding is constant. 5. The back electromotive force of armature winding is directly proportional to the product of speed and the number of armature coils in series between positive and negative brushes. 6. When the back electromotive force of armature winding is constant, the speed is inversely proportional to the number of armature coils in series between positive and negative brushes. 3. Control switch of windscreen wiper. The switch control lever of windscreen wiper is located on the right side of the steering column and is composed of a control handle and an interval adjusting knob. The control handle has 5 gears, as shown in figure 42127. For the windscreen washer switch, gently lift the switch control lever so that the washer sprays washing liquid to the front windshield and brushes once and then release so that the washer immediately resets. Must. The windscreen wiper wipes once, and this gear is suitable for the misting. Off. The windscreen wiper stops running. And the wiper is in an intermittent gear, which is very suitable for foggy and slightly raining days. LO. The windscreen wiper will operate at a steady low speed. High. The windscreen wiper will run at a steady high speed. Windscreen wiper gear and realization principle of high and low speed. Taking the double-speed wiper circuit of switch control bonding jumper, negative control, as an example. This paper explains the realization principle of high and low gears of the windscreen wiper. The switch has 3 gears: 0, neutral, 1, low speed, and 2, high speed. The wiper is composed of the battery, power switch, fuse, carbon brush, reset slide, wiper switch, etc. When the windscreen wiper is in low gear, the current direction is, when a wiper switch is pulled to 1, its working circuit is as follows: positive pull, power switch, fuse, negative carbon brush 4, armature winding, low speed positive carbon brush 10, terminal A, terminal D, bonding jumper, negative pull, forming a circuit. At this time, the wiper motor runs at low speed. B and C are not charged at this time. When the windscreen wiper is in high gear, the current direction is, when a wiper switch is pulled to 2, its working circuit is as follows: positive pull, power switch, fuse, negative carbon brush 4, armature winding, high-speed positive carbon brush 11, terminal C, terminal D, bonding jumper, negative pull, forming a circuit. At this time, the wiper motor runs at a high speed. A and B are not charged at this time. When the wiper switch is pulled to the 0 position to turn off the windscreen wiper, if the wiper blade is not in the stop position, its working circuit is positive pull, power switch, fuse, negative carbon brush 4, armature winding, low speed positive carbon brush 10, terminal A, terminal B, reset contact 7, reset slide 9, bonding jumper, to form a circuit so that the motor will continue to operate at low speed until the worm gear turns to the specified position. Assembly of windscreen wiper. Wiper motor and transmission arm assembly is installed in a heater pressure chamber panel under the front cover trim. The installation point is shown in figure 422 to 10. The installation point of the wiper motor and transmission arm assembly is clamped in the U-shaped slot of the heater pressure chamber panel that is designed as an interference fit, which is firmly clamped in place during installation. Hexagon flange butt M6 shall be installed in round hole circle 2 of wiper, which is the main installation and positioning point. Hexagon flange butt M6 shall be installed in the strip hole circle 3 of wiper. The front cover trim assembly shall be installed, during which it shall be noted that the opening of the front cover trim assembly should be concentric with the output shaft of the wiper motor and transmission arm assembly, as shown in figure 421 to 11. The main and auxiliary wiper arms shall be sub-assembled with the main and auxiliary wiper blades respectively, as shown in figure 421 to 12. It should be noted that when there is a click sound at the connection between the wiper arms and the wiper blades, it indicates that they are assembled in place. The wiper arm and blade assemblies shall be installed on the output shaft of the wiper motor and transmission arm assembly, and the wiper arms shall be fastened with M10 nuts, and the wiper arm hole covers shall be installed. It should be noted that during installation, it is necessary to ensure that the initial stopping positions of the main and auxiliary wiper blades must fit or be lower than the mark point on the front windshield.
Okay, that's the end of this class. Please practice according to the work order. Thank you.